Our objective in these moments of hope is to bring you hope so that you are so filled with hope that you bring hope to others with the truth of Jesus. And I believe when I bring you this passage from Matthew 16 today, it's going to fill you with hope. Just listen to what Jesus said. I will build my church. This is Matthew 16 and verse 18. Jesus says, I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. If I can just say personally, that is a truth. That's a statement from Jesus that has helped me so much over the years. Whether I was church planting here in the States or church planting overseas, just to know Jesus said that he would build his church. That's energizing, it's hope-giving, it's life-giving, and I hope it will help you. Because remember, Jesus' mission is to build his church through people like me and people like you. So where will he build his church? Well, I've told you from Psalm 24 that the earth is the Lord's. That means he wants to build it all over this world. And what do we do to build his church? Well, Jesus said God so loved the world that he gave his son, and so you and I will go out and just tell people about God's love. And how are we going to do that? Well, Jesus said, I've appointed you to go and bear fruit. In other words, we've actually been sent. We're to go. We're actually to go. But then who? Well, Jesus says, I will build my church. And what's his church? His church is not bricks and boards and stone. His church is people like me and people like you. We're his church. So think about this for a moment. You and I are the church of Jesus, the body of Christ on earth, bringing hope to people of every race and of every nationality. 41 years. We've had a good history as a church, involved in global missions. We're supporting missionaries here in America, in Latin America, in Europe, in the Middle East, in Asia, and in Africa. In other words, by God's grace, we've been obedient to Jesus' statement that he wants us to go into all the world. Recently, though, we've had to revisit our missions giving because we want to place missions on a much stronger footing. While I know it's painful to cut missions as we have only cut it temporarily. We're not going to stop supporting missionaries, but we may have to stop supporting some of our missionaries so that we can improve missions overall at Marco and so that we can get a better handle on world missions. We have a team rewriting our policy right now because what we want to do is begin to give more money to some, whereas in the past, we've only given a small amount of money to many. That is the big change. What this will do for you is it will give you an opportunity, congregation, to really get to know your missionaries. You will get to know the names of their children, the cities in which they are ministering. You'll be able to adopt a missionary so that when we have our annual mission celebration, you'll be looking forward to seeing these people because all year long, you've been praying for them and giving to them. So why missions? Well, simply because the earth is the Lord's. And God so loves this world that he's actually appointed you and me to go out and bear fruit because he's promised he's going to build his church.